What up, what up, what up? What's going on, everyone? Oh man, it feels great. TGIF. Thank God it is Friday.
Except for people who work weekends.
I mean, yeah, that sucks for you guys. But I'm so happy it's Friday. Just gotta bang out this freaking day and get into this weekend. Oh man, what's going on, everyone? I'm Shadell from Paging the Simpsons. I'm joined by my lovely fiance here.
Hi, it's Lauren.
And, I wanted to get into a topic that I saw in the Breakfast Club. They were talking about a topic that says, do you owe your family and friends if you make it? And I thought that was a very interesting topic. And I wanted to get a bit deeper with us to see where we lie on this. Yeah, I'm gonna rock the boat on this one a little bit more. I'm gonna say no, I don't owe any family or friends, unless we have a business where it's like a joint business that we're rolling.
Duh.
I don't.
Why?
Why do I have why? If I'm working my butt off, putting in time, because normally if I'm making it, that means I'm probably what do you call it? It's probably my own business is most likely the case if I'm making it. So I've built it from the ground up.
It can be your own business, but do you think that you get to the top completely by yourself with nobody's help ever?
But what did they help with? To get me through that, what do they help with?
It could be anything. It could be financially to give you, a leg up with something you have to get.
What if they didn't do that?
It could be I'm getting there. It could be physically helping you move to a new studio or
what if
whatever.
They didn't do that?
I'm not finished. Or helping you emotionally, because every business owner knows that it is not an easy time all the time. There's different methods of support, and you can't tell me that if you're a single business owner, you never lean on people ever for a little aspect of something. Because it gets very lonely, and you need to lean on fellow business owners that get your world and get where you're coming from.
Business owners. You should have said business owners. I'm looking at more of the family side of this.
I'm looking at period.
Dog, if you help me,
who's supporting me? Period.
Okay, if you help me with if I move from one location to another, or if I'm moving into a location, I hit my friends up, they want to help me move, I get on. It takes me a couple years, I get on, I get a lot of money, I'll throw you a couple hundred. Don't expect much else.
I'm not even saying you have to financially do anything. It's not just about finances, I don't think.
What does that mean? And then what are you gonna do?
It's just appreciating that person and not being
dog.
It's about, not. You don't want to pretend I did. Say you're accepting an award, these people who go up and they accept their award and they thank X, Y, and Z and all that.
Cool.
Don't go up there and accept your award and be like, thanks to me, I did this all on my own. The past 15 years were me. I have nobody else to thank. It's just me. That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's just an appreciation thing at the end of the day. It could be as simple as telling them how much you appreciate them, and that could be a little gift or something. It doesn't have to be monetarily oh, if I get to this point, then I will give you this cut. It's not about that.
I don't agree, because 9 times out of 10 people are going to be asking for money.
Okay, but then I think you have the wrong group of people.
Dog, you're telling me if you hit it big right now with your business, your family's not going to be hey, you want to buy me this, even if it's something small. You're telling me no one's not going to ask you for anything?
I get that, but at the same time, I think it's tacky. I think that says something about the person.
Dog, if one of my friends hit it big and I helped him in some way, shape, or form, I at least want you to take me out and get me lunch.
But you would hope that's more of a friendly thing. You would hope it's not
no, I'm
oh, you make this amount of money, so you have to take me out. You don't want to be around people who are just assuming and just expecting of you.
But that's the world we're in.
Because okay, so if you get a raise at work and you're 6 figures, you gonna do the same for me, even though it's a 9 to 5?
No.
Exactly. Exactly.
But that's I feel like people gauge that as different because it's like that money kind of has a limit versus if you're
Guess what? When you're a business owner, do you know how much you're putting into the business? How many taxes you're paying, etc.? It is not just like you're swimming in money.
I mean, you probably can be.
Sure, but the more you swim in money, the more money you're actually paying out. It could be employees, it could be taxes, it could be products, it could be advertising, it could be all this stuff versus the 9-to-5 person. You keep getting those raises, get another raise, get another promotion, and sure, you'll pay some more taxes, but you're not like drowning in it as much. Like you like would feel the raise a little bit more.
But you just
people don't realize all that goes into business. You know, when someone hands me $100, they don't realize that $100 I get, 25% I put aside for taxes and 15% I put aside for my business emergency fund right off the bat. So now 40%, $40 of that $100 I can't even touch right now. And then the other $60 has to go into my products, has to go into my advertising, has to go into trying to pay myself to live. Like, people don't realize it's a strategy.
Yeah.
So, like, what? I can't expect the same if you just, like, hit it big at your 9-to-5? That's what I'm saying. I think it's really tacky, no matter how you know this person, to expect something more of them. Because at the end of the day, you don't know what they're going through. You don't know what they have to pay. You don't know if they have tons of debt they're trying to pay off once they make it.
Two shoes, you know that.
I'm being real.
You're a little goody two. Like, I'm sitting here, I'm just trying to think. I'm like,
you know, I've been called a goody two shoes my whole life, but that's how I've made it this far. So it doesn't insult me.
Dog.
Like, I am perfectly fine being a goody two shoes. I wasn't trying to insult you.
God. I'm just like, you calling it tacky? I'm just like, I'm not even looking for much. If one of my friends hits it, I'm just like, I'm not looking for you to.
You're looking for something.
Something that's super minor. We can
still looking for something.
We can hit McDonald's and you can get me a Big Mac and I'll call it a day.
You still looking for something?
But is that
you
wrong?
You feel like you're owed something for what? Let's go back to the topic. Saying, what are you owed for?
But I'm saying, if I helped you in some way to get you to where you're at, I feel like I should get, like, even the smallest bit. Like, I'll take me on a lunch date and that's it. Take me to McDonald's.
What if I helped you study for the bar exam and then you became a lawyer and you got, like, some amazing job where you're paid really well? Am I owed something?
Yeah, one day I'll help you when you're moving. I may get you some furniture.
A lot of people would not think that.
I don't really agree with that because it depends on your friendship with that person also. Because it's like if you're helping me that way, down the road I'm gonna need your help. So yeah, I'm looking for you to help me out.
Here's the thing, though. I think the helping both ways, like you said, and down the road and all that, that's a friendship thing. Period. It's not based on, oh, I helped you make more money. I think it's just, no, you should have a friendship where, yeah, okay, you had a terrible day. I listened to you vent. I tried to help you cope. You know, I took you out for ice cream, blah, blah, blah. And then a couple years later, you know, oh, I got fired and blah, blah, blah. Like, it's kind of that, you know, just mutual friendship and respect and understanding. That's a friendship.
So
it's not just that you're owed something. It should never be looked at like that, because that can mess up a lot of friendships.
So what are you gonna do? A family member comes along that you don't really talk to, but they're like not in the greatest situation, and you have money to help out. What are you gonna do? What?
That's what are you quite the question for me.
Yeah. What are you gonna do when that situation happens?
When I don't talk to, period.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. If someone comes up and they're like, hey, I know we're family. I'm sorry to do this to you. I don't know who else to talk to.
Like, we haven't talked in 30 years.
I'm sorry to hit you up out of the blue like this, but I really need your help. And I have a feeling you'll be like, yeah, I know.
I don't like that.
You don't like it, but
I don't like that.
Why?
Because I know where I stand with my family.
Okay.
And I know that it's a mutual thing. I can reach out to them, but so can they. And why have you not reached out until you see my face, online or on whatever, until you find out I'm Forbes, 30 under 30 or whatever, then you reach out.
Yeah.
No, I don't like that.
But
I don't know. I can't say what I would do because I never know in these situations until I'm in it.
I think you'll help.
But I would like to say I am not going to be taken advantage of like that.
You would help. You would help. It would take you a while. You would think on it, but you would help.
I don't like that.
You don't like it, but you would still help.
I don't like that.
Like, knowing you and your goody two-shoes self, you'd be like, yeah, I don't like you, but sure, take my money.
That's awful, though. I personally think when it comes to do you owe them, like I said, I think you owe respect and appreciation for these people. And that goes a long way. You'd be surprised because people want to know that they're appreciated for taking their time out of their day away from whatever, their family, their job, to help you in whatever way.
Dog.
So that does matter. I think, I don't think you're necessarily owed like monetarily or
That's what
whatever.
Someone is going to want. Like, you're telling me I helped you out in some way. I'm saying even me, I would want something. It could be the smallest thing. If we go out to a dollar store, yo, I want you to buy me some candy, and that's what you owe me for the time that I spent. I want like even the smallest bit. Just that's how I want my appreciation to be shown. By you getting me even the smallest thing just because I helped you in some way and now you got major success off it.
Okay, well, let's relate this to our life. It's a little bit different. It's not about business or anything. Mm-hmm. For example, so you know my friend's wedding and how much I put into that monetarily.
Yeah.
Okay? But it's wrong if I expect the same from her. You see what I'm saying? Because sure, she might make more money than me, but I still can't expect, because I don't know their situation, and also it's just rude to like expect, oh, well, I put this many grand in or whatever, so you better match it or we're not real friends kind of thing.
But you signed up for that obligation, so it's like, how could you really complain when you agreed to it?
Yes, but I think there were some things I should not have spent so much money on in hindsight, and I should have figured stuff out.
See, you should have. Not your friend. You should have figured that out. You should have figured out, like, hey, this would cost me more than what I anticipated.
Right, but I'm saying there could be a bitterness there.
But
people are like that. They could be like, okay, I spent $1,251.24, and if you don't spend exactly that or more, then we're not real friends. Like, there's people that would expect that. So it's kind of the same thing where it's like, I did this, and so I have to expect it because we're friends.
See, but
that's not right.
That's different if she was like rolling in money, where she's like, yo, you got all this money and you can't even like lend me a hand on my trying to.
No, but we know that there's different situations. It's not like we're rolling in money.
I wish.
And we have a mortgage and everything else. Like there's differences, but still, like. It's the same kind of situation. Like, there shouldn't be this owing mentality.
I don't know.
Like the whole owing thing, like, I think it'll break a lot of people up. It's not a good thing. You can't expect money or certain things from people.
You can't. But
no matter what the situation is.
You can't, but when it comes to I just feel, I don't know where it comes from. I just have a feeling that when it comes to like someone hitting major success and you know this person, it's just like it's kind of like an obligation where you like have to like help them out. Maybe that's what's taught through us through like celebrities and seeing what they go through and all that stuff, but that's just like, I don't know. I just feel like
again,
that's what's
I think that
happen.
What spoils it too, though, I should be able to repay you, 1, on my time, and 2, from the goodness of my heart. I shouldn't have to be like, I should not have to be pestered. You should never bring it up. Like, that's straight up tacky. And 2, it should be something that I think genuinely would be a way I want to repay you that would show you how much I appreciate and respect you. Mm-hmm. So it could be like, instead of a lump of cash, it could be, sure, I may have spent a pretty penny on it, but it could be an item. It could be something that, like, depending on how that friendship is, it could be more of a sentimental thing. It could be more of a special kind of memorabilia or whatever, like, that that person would like. Like, for example, like we were talking about in our last podcast, and memorabilias and limited edition things and all that. What if... what if this was my best friend and I knew they just wanted this limited edition figurine that was like $100,000 that they could never get by themselves. And I hit it big, and that was my way of being like, you have been amazing for 20 years or however long I've known you. You've been there through the highs and the lows of me building this emotionally. You helped me move places. You gave me $100 here and there if I needed it. And so this is my way of repaying you, type of thing. And I can tell you, if you have a good friendship, that person would like die over that. That would be amazing.
You said limited edition or something that's tough to get. That's something that.
But I'm saying I don't think people should expect cold hard cash. I think you should be able to repay them in a way that's special to you too.
That's still major. Like,
not just look like a piggy bank to them.
For example, I mean, you pretty much just helped me out with a major thing because that probably cost a lot of money.
But it also wasn't necessary.
But to also add to that, like, for example, we went to the Kevin Hart comedy.
It was literally a year ago today. I saw on our Facebook memories.
And like he was saying, I was watching some interview, and like his friends, because his friends do the pre-show, whatever you call that.
Yeah.
Like he all gave them after the tour. He all gave them he asked them what their favorite old fashioned car was.
Right.
And he all went and bought them old fashioned cars because they've been supporting him forever and thought that would be a nice gift. So it's like, even though it's not money, that's a huge thing. You still gave me something that has a huge value, if not to someone else, but to me. Like,
I think that's more important though than if someone were to come to me and be like, hey, going through a rough time, can I have, this amount of money, out of nowhere? I think, again, it should come out of the goodness of your heart, and it should be on your time. Never ask someone. I think that's straight up tacky.
I'm not asking, but if we go out, I'm going to be left my wallet in my car.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
I'm not sure if, I want to say I wouldn't ask anyone, but if I'm going through a real, it's I really hate to do this, and I know I've helped you out in the past. Can you hook me up? I'll even offer to pay it back. And
the thing is, I'm friends with people. I'm friends with people on both spectrums. Some make less than me. Some make more than me. Roughly, you don't really know the ins and outs, but you kind of know where they're at based on their job or whatever. So but it's never a thing where with the person that makes less than me, where I feel obligated to pay for if we go out to eat for both of us all the time. And it's flip side, it's not like the people who make more than me, I expect them to foot the bill for both of us. So I think it should still be that based on if you're with someone who's rolling in it, as long as obviously they're not taking you to a place that's going to be $1,000 for dinner. If it's a normal place, that you could actually afford, then you could still offer to pay. And hey, if then they're no, I really want to do this. That's people do that all the time, even in normal pay situations where they're no, I got it. So I'm saying I think that's more respectful. You shouldn't, you just said, you shouldn't be oh, I left my wallet. No, that's rude. Come on.
Yeah, I did that when I had to ask for, what do you call it? When I had to ask for two of my friends to come meet me at Chili's. I told you this. I had to ask them to come meet me at Chili's. I'm shoot, I left my wallet in the car. And I literally did. And I think one of my friends said it yo, you just want me to pay for you. I'm no, I'm being serious. Thankfully, Chili's has the freaking Apple Pay where I can just pay with my phone. I was
watch those fancy $1,000 restaurants probably do too.
They probably want that cold hard cash. They don't want you to leave. But I don't know. I don't really agree with this.
Don't agree. How? Because
you're more
I don't know which side you're on.
You're more I don't want to give you money unless you really need it. I'll give you something that's valuable. But
no, I will give you money if I want to. It's more I don't think people should be, expecting something automatically because you make it. That's not cool. Because like I said, in reverse.
That's true, but that's just how the world is. Like, it's going to happen.
I think that's how the world is with the wrong people. I think if you are surrounding yourself with the right people, that's not how it will be.
Then I am the wrong people. Because I'm going to ask my friend to hook me up with the smallest of smalls. Like, yo, take me out to McDonald's. Get me a burger. Like, take me out somewhere. Like, yo, that's all I'm asking. It's just showing me something. So I guess I'm that wrong person. Would you consider that wrong if someone was to hit you up and be like, "Yo, let's go out to eat"? And it's not to like any not to any restaurant or to any.
Okay, it doesn't. That's another thing. That's like one of those formality things. It's not right if you're the one who's like, "Let's go out to eat," but you pay. Like, you don't invite yourself for someone else.
Well,
to pay.
that's horrible because I had my guys pay for themselves because I told them, "Let's go out." I don't got money like that. What?
Right, but I'm saying you can't be like, let's go out, but you pay for both of us. I think people understand the mutual, like, if we each pay for ourselves.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
You can't just be like, you're footing the bill for it all. But let's go out. Like, I just feel like going somewhere today. You pay. Like, no.
Let's
that's
go
not
hit the
cool.
mall. I go on get some new clothes.
Right. I was looking at that 24-karat necklace,
I'll agree that I don't feel like you owe your family anything, but I have no problem with supporting people that have supported me.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
I'll do it in a monetary fashion, but to what I feel is reasonable to what they have contributed to getting me to that place.
Well, honestly, that's what I'm saying too. I would do that
but
too.
You're talking about you want to get them like a thing versus money.
I'm saying yes, but I'm also saying I will do monetary, but don't come ask me for it. Do not. Like, that is tacky.
Dog, I'm gonna ask you for it. So if you hit it big, I'm gonna be like, yo, babe, hook me up with like 50K.
No, because it's like we've done the same thing in reverse, where it's like, like even with the wedding, for example, it's like we went to my parents and we're like, oh, do you want to contribute anything? And how much did we say? We're not expecting anything. We don't want anything. You don't have to, blah, blah, blah. And we genuinely meant it. So therefore, it's like I didn't go and demand that from them. So I would want the same in return.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want them to be, say I made it big. I wouldn't want them to be like, well, we did X, Y, and Z for your wedding, so you should pay us back. No, that's tacky. Like, no. I'd be like, okay, and I literally wouldn't have taken it. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
It wasn't about that. Like.
Yeah.
I think that's wrong too when people come and they're going to be like, well, add this up. They come with a spreadsheet of like all the times they've helped you, all the times monetarily. And it was $7.10 for this meal. And it was $50 for this application. It was like, no.
I would say get out of my face with all that. Like, what?
Like, that's what I'm saying.
Now it's like,
don't be like that.
We're not even friends. I'm just a meal ticket. You're just looking for a come up.
Oh, God. Now that meal ticket song is in my head that you always sing.
Hey, meal ticket, meal
so
ticket,
annoying.
ticket, come on. Oh. It's by Zaire Rashard. I forgot what song it is.
Annoying.
I think it was Lottery.
It's
off his like album that came out like 2 years ago. Check it out. TDE.
Anyways, so I think we're honestly like similar on this topic, really.
Yeah, but I'm a bit more generous, surprisingly.
No, you don't understand where I'm coming from then.
I get it.
I think I would be generous. I think it's just, again, don't come at me and like expect it.
Okay.
Let me do it.
Okay.
That's the kind of thing.
I'll just come with a little sad puppy dog face and you'll hand that money right over to me. Like, here you go. You sad, sad man, you.
You funny. You funny.
Oh, man. All right. So I know where we stand on this. I just thought it was an interesting topic just to touch on. Man.
I'm going to make it someday, guys.
Yeah, and I'm going to be asking you for a lot of money.
Dude, we're going to be married. That's not how it works.
Oh, shoot. So I inherit that.
Inherit? You going to kill me?
Why are you laughing? I should be the one laughing on. And then the dog gonna be rolling in a freaking golden lawn, and I'll be in the golden house.
Having golden poops.
Yeah. She shits gold.
Oh my God.
That's when you know you're feeding your dog the right stuff.
Oh my God.
All right, guys. I think it's time to wrap this up. I'm super curious to know everyone else's thoughts. What they would do. I know on Anchor you can leave voice messages. So head over to Anchor, add your voice message. Let me know what your take is on this. If you were to hit it big, whether it be having your own business, I don't even know, lottery, even whatever you think. Let me know your thoughts. If you would be supporting your friends and family, would you not be? Would you keep it would you keep it to yourself? Yeah, if you haven't already, rate, review, subscribe to the podcast. Let us know what you're thinking. Send us your questions on all our social medias, or even email us so we can get to them on the podcast. I think that's it. That's all we got. So we'll see you guys next week. Once again, I'm the greater half of Paging the Simpsons.
Gosh, you gotta stop that. You gotta knock that off.
Shadaisy.
Okay.
All right.
And I'm just Lauren over here. You know, just that's it. Not the greater half, apparently.
Lorraine.
Meringue pie.
No, it's Lorraine with an L. Lorraine.
Right. Meringue pie.
Ew. All right, guys. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Peace.